Good morning. Hello there. This is 30 minutes of seated movement, nice, gentle, flowing movement that's just going to help mobilize so that I can show you how we're going to stay seated in it. And I've got a drink. So I'm going to pop my drink just underneath my chair or just next to the wall here. It's really important to stay hydrated when you've been exercising. So you can either drink throughout or just have a drink when we finish this session. Now, you can see we quite often sit in our chair a little bit like this. Now, you can do that when we finish, because now we're going to sit up in this chair nice and tall, okay? We're going to create some space between the pelvis and the ribs. We're going to relax those shoulders. So see if we can just sit up nice and tall, get that space between the ribs and the pelvis, and then what we're going to do is we're going to lift one sitting bone at a time, and we're going to come into that front half of the chair. So if I show you from this angle a little bit more, you can see I'm not using that chair back. Well, why? Because we're making these muscles around the back and the stomach area work to keep you nice and tall. And that's your core strength. That's going to really help with any sort of back pain or stiffness. So once we're in that position, okay, we're going to think about just starting to warm up. But before we do that, let's think about how you're feeling today. This is not a session to be done if you're feeling poorly or unwell. So if you are unwell and you've got a fever or any sort of symptoms like that, just switch me off now, come back to this another day, okay? Because the link will work and it will be recorded. So we're going to make a little start. We're going to start with a warm-up and we're going to go top to bottom. So this is a really nice way of starting the day. So we're going to start just by relaxing the shoulders, and then we're going to take a breath in. We're just going to squeeze those shoulders up to the ears. We're going to relax the shoulders down. That's good. So as you breathe in, nice breath in, and then really relax those shoulders down away from the ears as you breathe out. Should we do that twice more? Breathe in, and I like to push the breath out through my mouth. Breathe in through the nose, but however you like to do it works for me. And relax it down. Now the next thing we're going to do is just think about relaxing these hands on the thighs. We're going to gently drop your chin down to the chest, and then we're going to lift that chin. We're going to look straight ahead. So you'll feel that nice stretching in the back of the neck, just dropping that chin down gently to the chest, lifting that head, looking straight ahead. So while we're doing this, keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed, let's do that one more time. Drop the chin down to the chest. We're going to lift that head, look straight ahead, and then we're going to gently turn the head one way. We're going to turn to the right, come back to center. Should we do that again? Okay, so sitting nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, only not pushing, should I say, only moving as far as you feel is you're just coming out of that comfort zone. We're going to try the other way. We're not pushing into pain, and we're not trying to move those shoulders to assist this movement. This is just the neck movements. Good. So we're just moving. Try not to hold our breath. That's it. Good. And we're going to do that one more time. Lovely. So let's come back to center. Let's think now about rolling these shoulders up to the ears and then back down. So we're making circles backwards. Lovely. Just still breathing in and breathing out. We're going to do one more of those. And then we're going to relax those hands on the thighs. And all we're going to do now is we're just going to see if we can get these feet moving a little bit. I'm just going to show you from this angle. We're just going to lift one foot at a time. Or if you think of in terms of lifting the knees, just lifting the knees, placing the ball of the foot down through to the heels. We're just getting a nice bit of blood flow up through this body. And then we're going to think about just settling those feet down. We're going to take a little toe tap forwards and back. We're going to tap the other toe forwards and back. We're going to tap and back and tap and back. We're going to do one more either foot. And then we're going to change. We're going to take the heel. Good. And back. So we're not tapping a long way forwards. what we're really doing is getting a nice bit of ankle movement going. Okay, so we're going to do one more heel tap with either foot, one more, and one more. We're going to bring it in. Now I'm going to get you to lift both heels off the floor, come onto tiptoe, and slowly lower those feet down. So we're going to lift onto tiptoe and slowly down. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Tiptoe and down, and lift those heels. Good. And down. And you can really feel these calf muscles when you do that. That's good. Now, let's see if we can take these feet a little bit wider. Okay, so we're just drawing that tummy button in. And what I'm going to get you to do is bring this left hand and see if you can gently place it on that right thigh. Okay, so you'll notice we're taking a little bit of rotation through this body. So it's a really nice, gentle movement. We're going to do one hand at a time. Good. So we're just keeping that nice long back, and we're just gently rotating that upper body. Good. So there's a little bit of rotation through that spine. Good. We're going to do one more, either side. Okay, and then we're going to relax these hands down by the side of your chair. Now, make sure you keep both sitting bones on the chair. Imagine you're doing it that tight pair of trousers. So draw that tummy button away from the waistband of the trousers. And then we're just going to lift that rib cage out of the hips. And then we're going to place it back on top. So it's a sideways movement. And we're warming up the lower back. Let me show you from this angle, but you can stay seated forwards as always. So it's very much sideways. We're not leaning forwards or backwards. And if you get stiff in the lower back, this is a really nice movement to do just to loosen things up. You can do it standing, but today we're doing all our exercises seated and it works exactly the same. Good. So we're going to do one more on this side. We're going to come all the way up. Let's take that little movement again, shall we? So we're just going to lift those knees. We might be able to lift those knees a little bit higher. See if you can lift those knees a little bit higher. Good. We're just going to do 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're going to bring it down. Now, just take a roll of those shoulders for me again. See if you can take one foot in front and just lengthen out through that leg. Good. We're going to bring it in. We're going to do the same on the other side. Just lengthen out through that leg. Lovely. And then we're going to just come back and we're going to see if we can just take those circles a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're just going to make some elbow circles. Lovely. So as we're doing this, not forgetting to breathe out. Good. Breathe in. And then we're going to relax those hands down. Okay then. Now let's see if we can start to make this movement a little bit bigger. So I'm going to move my chair so I'm facing you a little bit more. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take these palms up to the ceiling. We're just going to squeeze those shoulders up and then we're just going to allow those palms to float down. Okay. So we're going to take a really nice breath in and we're going to breathe out. You've got it. Good. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to push that breath out. Good. And again, just taking it to your range. And breathing out. Good. And then we're going to see if we can just bring these arms and we're going to just push forward with this arm. We're going to pull back with this one. So we're going to push forwards and we're going to pull back. I'm going to show you from this angle. We're just going to push forwards and we're going to bring in some flow. We're going to change arms. We're going to push forwards and we're going to draw it back. We're going to push forwards and just draw that elbow behind you. One more time. We're going to draw it in. And then we're going to take a roll of those shoulders. Relax those shoulders down. Now, let's see this time if we can almost slide this hand up. And again, we're just going to flow down. So we're going to slide this hand up and gently pull it down. Good. We're going to just slide up only as far as you feel comfortable. Bring it down, changing arms. So we're going to slide it up, bring it down. Good. So nice flowing movements, breathing in and breathing out. And we're going to do that again. I'm reaching out of my screen and bringing it down and rolling those shoulders. Good. Okay then. Let's see if we can move those feet again. Just nice little movements. Walking on the spot. I'm going to show you from this angle as well. And we're just going to get these arms moving this time. So we've got these elbows moving forwards and backwards. So we're going to do a little bit of stamina building. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to relax the arm movement, relax that leg movement. Now, we're going to do a little bit more movement for the legs. So what I'm going to get you to imagine is we've got a load of eggs in front of you and we're going to walk over the top of them without breaking the shell. So we're just going to place the heel down, roll through to the ball of the foot. So heel through to the ball of the foot. Good. And we're going to go heel through to the ball of the foot and back. Good. Heel through to the ball of the foot and back. So we're lifting that knee, just placing it down, nice and easy, and back. Just lifting, placing it down, nice and easy, and back. Beautiful. Aren't you doing well? Good. So you can feel all the muscles in the legs working when we use this movement. You can feel the calf muscles, the thigh muscles. We're going to do one more on this side, and then we're going to bring it back in. Good. Now, let's see if we can just take a little tap out to the side and back. Good. We're going to take a tap out to the side and back. So it doesn't have to be a big tap. We're just tapping out and in. Good. Out and in. Now I'm going to see if we can bring these arms in and back. Good. We're just going to take a little movement and back. So if you like, good, we can make this movement a little bit bigger, but just check and see what we've got around us. And back. We're going to do 2 more. And we're going to do 1 more. Brilliant. Bring it in. And then we're just going to take, I call this our little jogger's pedal or our jogger's run. We're going to just lift one heel at a time. Good. All right then. Getting a nice bit of ankle flexibility there. Now, we're going to see if we can just take a heel toe action. So we're going to heel ball of the foot or heel big toe. We're going to find the same spot on the carpet. We're going to go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring this foot down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to go heel, ball of the foot or big toe. See if you can find the same spot on the carpet. And we're going to go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Brilliant work, guys. All right then, now we're going to go back to that push. Do you remember we did it 1 arm? This time we're going to push with 2 arms. Bring it back. Good. So we're pushing away, bringing it back. Nice strong core, bringing it back in, pushing away. Good. Don't forget to breathe. We're going to go 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're going to bring these hands in. Now, do you remember? We're just going to push up, draw it down. Good. We're going to push up and draw those hands down. We're going to push up and draw those hands down 1 more time and bring it down. And then just roll those shoulders, release any tension that's formed. Excellent work. So how do you feel? I'm feeling a lot looser, a lot more mobile. So I feel like we're ready just to do a little bit more active movement, and then we're going to do 2 strength exercises today. So what I'm going to get us to do is we're just going to lift the toes off the floor. We're going to take a little tap of these thighs. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Then we're going to lift the heels off the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lift the toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift the heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now we're going to walk these feet a little bit wider. We're going to keep both sitting bones on the chair. We're going to take a little bit of a clap to your right. We're going to clap in the middle, clap to your left. Clap and clap. Good. So we're just taking a nice bit of movement. Good. Clap, 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 and clap. So we're going to do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep these feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, because this time we're going to take our weight into this right sitting bone, but keeping the left sitting bone on the chair into the left. Good. Now keep that head over that breastbone. We don't want the head leading like this, because you might end up sort of losing balance off the chair. Now, if you can, we're going to take a little bit of a sweep, and we're just going to see if we can sweep side to side. Nice flowing movement. Can you feel the core muscles working in your stomach and your back? Yeah, I can too. Can you feel your leg muscles moving as you push from one side to the other? That's good. And of course, we can feel the arms and the shoulders. We're going to go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and then gently bring it down. Good. Okay, let's walk these feet back to hip width apart. We're going to do a little bit of strength work. So if you've got your resistance band with you, we're going to use that. If you haven't got a resistance band, don't worry about it. Just do these movements without resistance. Now we're going to see if we can do some sort of press up movements to strengthen the shoulders and to strengthen the arm muscles and the chest. So we're going to bring this band around to your back. Now I'm just going to stand to show you how we hold the band. We're going to take almost like a trigger position. The thumb is facing upwards, palm facing you, and we're just going to hold onto the band. So we're going to keep those wrists nice and strong. Here's Sam. Now, what we're going to do in our working position, we're going to relax the shoulders, and we're just going to push away from center. Now, control that arm movement back. I'm going to show you from this angle. We are pushing away from center, looking straight ahead, controlling that movement back. Let's see if we can keep those shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Relax those arms back, but don't let the band snap you back into position. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe out. And we're going to breathe in. You've got 10 more minutes, Billy Tag. We're breathing out. And we're breathing in. Good. Let's see if we can do 4 more. But if this is your limit, stop now. What we're looking is for the last 2 to feel quite challenging. So if they already feel quite challenging, we can stop now. Build gradually as the weeks go on. This is our last one coming up. So we're going to push away from center, relax, and let's just roll these shoulders up and back. Good. So this is a pretty miserable day outside today, isn't it? So this is a great way of doing our exercises indoors. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to do a little bit of leg strength. Now, I'm going to use the band for this one. So I'm going to turn my chest so you can see my legs. Now, in that working position, we're going to take either end of the band. We're going to take that band down and we're going to put one foot into the band. Okay, one foot into the band. Now, we're going to walk these hands down that band, sit up nice and tall, relax these shoulders. And then we're going to lift that foot just a fraction off the floor. We're going to secure those hands at the top of your thigh, and then all we're going to do is just push, straighten out that leg as much as you feel comfortable doing, and then we're going to bend that knee in line with that second toe. So we're going to straighten out that leg, and then we're going to bend. So make sure that knee bends in line with the hip and with that second toe. Good. So what are we doing here? We're strengthening the thigh muscles. Okay, they're really important for keeping that knee nice and stable. We're strengthening the muscles in the bottom. Again, really important to help stabilize your movement. Good. So make sure we're breathing out when we're doing this, guys, not holding our breath. And we're just going to do 2 more, okay? I think that brings us to 10. 2 more. And you can do one more. We're just going to hold it there. Make sure you don't lock up that knee when you straighten that leg. And then we're going to release and slowly bring it down. Good. So just loosen off that band, take that foot out, and we'll do the same on the other side. So you can do these exercises as often as you like, my friends. Okay. So if you're starting out, just do them, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but gradually you'll be able to build the number of sets. So 10 you do, and you'll be able to build how often you do it. Good. So make sure when you come back, that knee bends over that second toe, and then we're going to push away from center. Lengthen through that leg. Good. Relax those shoulders. Breathing out and breathing in. Good. Breathing out and breathing in. Good. Good. Really feeling those muscles working. And we're going to do 10 of these. So we've just got 5 more to do. We're halfway through. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Keep sitting nice and tall if you can. That's good. Excellent. Okay, we've got 3 more. We're going to go 3, straightening out that leg, but not locking the knee. 2, can you feel those thigh muscles? Yes. Last one. Let's see if we can hold it there for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to release. Just loosen off that band. Bring your foot out of it. And we're going to bring that band over your thighs. How are we doing there? Are we okay? Good. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take a little tap forwards like we did earlier and a tap forwards. So we're just going to get some blood flow going through those legs. Good. And again, we're going to do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now leave that heel there on the floor. What we're going to do is we're just going to take the hands onto that supporting thigh, and keeping that back as long as you can, we're going to lift that chest towards the straight leg. So you're going to feel that gentle lengthening in the back of the leg. And this is really nice stretch just to help keep you nice and mobile. Helps with picking things off the floor, doing up shoelaces, that sort of thing. So we're going to breathe out, and then as we breathe in, bring it in, and we'll do the same on the other side. So we're going to take that foot in front. You can just take that hands or those hands onto that supporting thigh, and notice we're keeping the back as straight as you can. Breathing out. Good. Okay, and then we're going to come all the way back up, and we just take a nice little pedal there with those legs. Now, I'm going to come and face you forwards. We're just going to think now about putting that band on the back of the chair. We're just going to roll these shoulders up to the ears and back. Now we're going to bring those hands in front of us, and we're just going to squeeze those elbows behind us. Now we can use your band for this if you prefer, but I'm just going to take some little squeezes, and we're just working those upper back muscles. Good. So we're just going to do a few more. And we're just thinking about drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Yeah, that's it. Good. And just drawing those shoulder blades together. That's good. It's like a rowing action. So just imagine that we're rowing up the Teivi. Good. And we're going to take one more. Lovely. And then we're just going to take a roll of those shoulders. Good. Now what I'm going to get you to do is we're going to see if we can bring these hands behind you. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Just hold them to the back of that chair. We're going to look straight ahead. Don't worry if you can't hold on to the back of the chair. Just take those hands behind you as much as you can. That nice stretch in this area here. And then we're going to just roll those shoulders up and back. Good. Now, remember we were reaching out with this hand. What we're going to do is we're just going to see if we can take it to your range. Okay, don't push into any pain, and bring it back down. Now let's walk those feet out a little bit wider. We're going to walk your right hand over your right shoulder. You're going to give yourself a nice big pat on the back. And we're going to see if we can just support this stretch. This is going to keep your shoulders nice and mobile. That's good. Now, all we're going to do next is we're going to reach up. Now, see if you can breathe in while you do this. And then you can take that hand to the side of the chair to secure. You're going to lift that rib cage out of the hips. We're going to breathe out. And we're going to breathe in, come back. Bring it down. Take a roll of those shoulders. Release any tension. We're going to do the same with that left hand. So we're going to walk that hand over the shoulder. Place that hand between the elbow and the shoulder. Gently push that elbow towards the ceiling. Good. All right then. And then reaching up, breathing in. And we're going to breathe out. Good. That's great. And bring it back. And again, let's just take a roll of those shoulders. Good stuff. Okay, now let's walk these feet back in. We're going to take a stretch for this neck. So all we're going to do is gently let this ear, very gently, fall towards the shoulder. Same ear, same shoulder. We're going to lift that head gently, look straight ahead. We're going to do the same on the other side. Really nice and gentle. Good. And then we're going to come back. And then we're going to make sure we're feeling nice and secure. We're going to take that breath of joy. Remember this one we started with. Palms up. Breathing in. Breathing out. So we're going to find that flow. We're going to take that breath in. And we're going to breathe out. And we're going to take one more. Smiling as we go, breathing in, breathing out. And that, my friends, was 30 minutes of seated movement. Well done. In fact, I don't think it was exactly 30 minutes. It was slightly less. Well done. Thank you for joining me. And we shall see you again next time. Ah, John, nice to see you. I hope it was sort of okay for you. Fortunately for you, the 10 o'clock session crashed out of the internet, but this is a really nice way of just feeling a bit mobile. Anyway, well done, guys. Do you know what? It is before 30 minutes. That young son of mine told me 30 minutes was up and to get off the internet. Next week, 32 minutes, okay? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.